Hi everyone. So, the Gunman. I have no witty intro for this. It's late. I got to this review later than I should have. And it's not that the movie was bad, it's just the movie was about what you think the movie would be. Sean Penn plays, one second I have the IMDb up, plays Terror. Terrier? Terror? Yeah, I think it's Terrier. His name is Jim. Jim. Your name is Jim. No, he plays Jim. Him, Javier Bardem, named Felix, Mark Rylance, and someone else, I can't remember who. Basically, I don't honestly know if they work for the CIA or not. I know they're hired by some major companies or something like that. We don't know the contractors. I'm going to assume they worked through the CIA, if not with the CIA or part of it, but basically, they're, doing their missions, and they know one particular mission causes Sean Penn to have to basically drop low, abandon his girlfriend, whatnot, for 8 years. Then he comes back, and shit's going awry, and yeah. If honestly, this is kind of like Taken 3 / The Fugitive, except, every other spy CIA movie you can roll into where they're all out to get the one man. The one man's slightly more badass than the rest of them for some reason. Sean Penn was decent. I don't hate Sean Penn. I'm not a big Sean Penn fan. But first off, I should also say this was going to be Danny Collins, the Al Pacino one. That movie doesn't hit like actual Cinemark theaters until like the 3rd of April apparently, so I caught this instead. Yeah, I don't hate Sean Penn, but so he can be hit and miss, I guess. And he doesn't have a lot of range in this movie. I mean, he's that kind of just standard kind of. He can't even really smile, Sean Penn, unfortunately. His face doesn't allow for it. I'll give him this. Sean Penn's in shape. Holy crap, does the man look like he could kick your ass? And yeah, that's one of the definite high points of this movie is the action sequences are pretty fucking good and pretty fucking brutal. Holy crap, you hear the next step. You see the knife go into someone's head. You see a guy's head get blown off. Just oh man, there's some brutality in this movie. Javier Bardem is Javier Bardem. He's kind of like his character from Skyfall, Mr. Silver, but not quite as villainous. He always had the interest for Sean Penn's girlfriend, and when Sean Penn basically had to leave, basically after assassinating a guy, which I'm sorry, that gun was a little. Literally, this guy he has. I don't even know if there's a caliber beyond 50 caliber that isn't like anti-tank, and 50 caliber already is kind of anti-tank. This thing looked like it could take down an airplane. And he's using it to kill one man from a distance. I mean, I'm sure there was a reason for it. You want to be double certain. You go through the pane of window, the guy in the front seat, plus you in the back who he was aiming for. When maybe you could have just tried to aim for the guy's head. I don't know. I just seemed a little excessive, but I'm not a hitman. I'm not an assassin. So where am I? They call me the Barracuda. Because nothing's left after I get done with it. I tear it apart, leaving only the scraps to remain. The Barracuda. Barracuda! I don't know. That'd be a horrible assassin name, the Barracuda. Don't get me wrong, Barracuda's a cool name, but I mean, my last name's Fish. Yeah, I don't think if I ever actually tell any of you my last name is actually Fish. It is legitimately Fish. So, yeah, you can imagine the shit I got for that as a kid. But, yeah, I mean, Barracuda is a cool name, but, I'd maybe think of, maybe a better, like the Stingray or something. Maybe, I don't know. Barracuda sounds like a cool, like, type of, maybe hitman name, but not an assassin name, like a CIA hitman or something like that. An actual hitman, maybe whatever. I'm sidetracking because there's not much to talk about with this movie. Ray Winstone, I like Ray Winstone, ain't I seen? He's like, Sean Penn's like basically like one of the only guys he can trust, essentially. And you know, he's Ray Winstone. He's got a cool voice and stuff like that. I always love Ray Winstone. My horrible Ray Winstone impression. He's got a bit more like a Cockney accent a little bit. And I just realized I don't have my notepad on me for the trailers. I should be able to remember the trailers. I think I only got 2 new ones. He's got like a bit of a he's got a slight like Jason Statham Cockney voice a little bit, but his is a bit more raspy and lower. Well, yeah, that's a little bit better. And, I'm just starting to get used to this shit hell. Oh, excuse me. Damn. Excuse me. Kind of getting over a cold. So he's like his confidant, his kind of supplier, not his handler. He's his friend. And Mark Rylance plays Cox, one of the guys he worked with on the mission that went wrong. And he's the bad guy. He's the one setting him up this whole time. I don't care about it. I'm not even going to put spoilers on this. So, I'll put spoilers on it. This is going to be a short review, by the way. I don't think I'm going to go beyond 15 minutes for this one. So, yeah, he's setting him up. And, it's Sean Penn basically doing the whole getting the guys who are after me kind of thing. And it's fine. It's kind of generic. I mean, there's a few things that are a little different. Like, Sean Penn's kind of paranoid, but for the right reasons. And, the paranoia actually works to his favor. He comes in through a window into his apartment that he's currently staying in, and he sees there's a tripwire to a fucking, excuse me one second. Oh, pardon me. So there's a tripwire. He undoes the tripwire, gets his stuff. The guy's looking at him from the window, realizes he's not dead. It failed. They go over to his place to kill him. And he knows this. So he's set up so the tripwire, he does the tripwire, gets the fuck out of there. And we don't know. And it's a good actual little tense scene of how, obviously he's going to make it out. But him trying to basically get the tripwire tightened and secured and stuff like that. So basically, they open the door and they get basically hit by the explosion instead, and he walks away. One of the things that's slightly inconsistent for a little bit in the movie, like the first half of the movie, is that it's revealed that he's got brain trauma. I believe they said he's got cerebral plaque buildup. So basically, he's getting headaches and he's having memory issues. That's why he records, which that's something that the whole MacGuffin in this movie is that he's recorded all the information on so many of their missions, and that's what they want so they can, clean house, essentially. And he's recorded all this because he was having memory issues, which, yeah, in one sense, him having memory issues works to the film's advantage and, gives him a reason why he was recording it. But I'm like, convenient much? Really? I mean, that seems really... I mean, it makes sense why he has it, because a doctor who's actually, diagnosing this is is there any, head trauma, explosions, fits of anger, and reasons, I'll come vouch for that. Again, my horrible Ray Winstone impression. And I'm good at impressions. Ray Winstone's not what I can get down right off the bat. So, yeah, it makes sense, but for, the first half the movie, the whole headache thing doesn't come into play at all, and he's... in the presence of high explosives and action and adrenaline rushes and stuff like that. So, and then it seriously comes into play afterwards, but then it does not come into play. Here's the beginning, where we're introduced to it. Here's that segment where we're introduced to it. Let's say this entire video length is the length of the movie. So we get introduced to it here, referenced again here. Don't go back to it again till here. And don't go back and basically don't deal anything with that for the rest of the movie up to this point. So it's here it is, there it is, If you're going to have that the case, have that a bit more relevant. But, I don't know. Idris Elba is, now at first I thought Idris Elba was actually going to be one of his other compatriots. But, took me a minute to remember that they said that the guy who I thought was Idris Elba's character, the younger Idris Elba's character, was actually killed. So I forgot. I honestly didn't register that until maybe actually just a few minutes ago. So, but yeah, I'm like, oh yeah. And so it turns out he's Interpol. He has a kind of cute little dialogue with Sean Penn. Basically saying, he's like, yeah, I know what you're gonna do. Don't do it, please. Think about what you're going to do. Think about what you're going to do. In his English accent. So yeah, there's that. And then his girlfriend played by Jasmine Trinka or Trinska, I think. Maybe I can't be certain. She plays Annie. Excuse me, Annie. And she's fine. Actually, there's a few lines she delivered, and the way she delivered, I'm like, that read was not good. They should have, put a little more emotion into it, please. Don't get me wrong, she does fine in the other scenes, but a couple of them, like she's basically saying, "Tell me, I'm not moving until you tell me." Like she's like stopping him from basically driving, and like I didn't believe the way she read that line. So yeah, I mean the movie's fine. I can't really say it has a great ending. It has the ending you kind of hope is going to happen, I suppose. Yeah, happily ever after, whatnot. It does have some good death scenes. I will say that it's got some really cool death scenes. Guy gets run over by a fucking bull in Barcelona, so that's freaking awesome. I believe it was Barcelona. It's where they do the amphitheater for the bullfighting. I think that might be Barcelona. That or Gibraltar. One of the two. I know they're in Gibraltar or in Barcelona at 2 points in the movie, plus London and the Congo. I can't say the movie's consistent. Movie's consistent, I guess, with its tone. It's not unwatchable. I mean, I'd give it a watch, but it's nothing perfect. It's above average. I'd give it maybe a 6. It's definitely a solid 6. It's worth a watch. It's not terrible. It's not a lot of flaws to it. It's just, it's not something I would even give a 7 above average. It's just, it's a good movie. One watch will do it. Yeah. So I got 2 new trailers anyway. And the first one I got was Beyond the Reach. 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, again. Getting over being a little sick, and believe it or not, me belching has been a little bit of my sick. It's been affecting my stomach for a little bit, so if I do belch, it's actually due to sickness for a change. Beyond the Reach, I can't remember who the main guy is, but it's got Michael Douglas, and essentially they play guys who are basically going out for hunting on game in, I think, Australia. And Michael Douglas actually ends up shooting a man that the guy knows, and they bury him, but, he wants to report it. And Michael Douglas is like, I can't let you do that. My crappy Michael Douglas impression. And, he basically says he's going to reach 120 degrees at noon. Take off your pants. Take off your shirt. Walk out. Basically going to let him die in the heat. You're like a fucking jackass. It's like, wow, you're an asshole. And, you think, he's just a sadistic man, you think he's just, a horrible person just for doing that. No, he's talking over like an intercom. And, just like, you feel the heat there. And it's like, in Michael Douglas' voice, I'm like, wow, that's kind of intimidating. And, when he finds, water and stuff like that, he shoots the water out of his hand, So it's like, what the fuck? Dude, you're a sadistic son of a bitch. I know exactly how that movie's going to end, too. And, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm almost certain exactly how that movie's going to end. He's not going to kill Michael Douglas. He's going to do exactly what Michael Douglas did to him. He's going to basically leave him in the desert to die. I'm like, you know what? That better be the way he ends, because that would be poetic justice. You know what? If that insult to injury, pull the Quantum of Solace route, shoot him in the foot. Well, he got stabbed in the foot with an axe, but shoot him in the foot. So, the other trailer I got was The Transporter Refueled. Now, I have never seen all the Transporters movies all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces of about all of them. But, from the little I've seen, they're fun. They're Jason Statham movies. Jason Statham movies are always pretty fun for just, I'm Jason Statham. The problem I see immediately with this new Transporter movie is the guy that they got to play the Transporter, who I do... Actually, 1 second here. I actually know It's here somewhere. Because I just product up my transfer field. Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure I get the guy's name. The guy that got to play the new transporter, I believe, is named, if you will please, God damn it. My computer's being slow for some reason. So let's try this one more time, shall we? So the guy that got to play the transporter, his name is... Wow, for some reason this... Oh, there we go. The site, it's not my computer so much as the site. I don't know why the site's having problems right now, but... So there we go. I believe he, is Ed Scarin, who I'm not familiar with. Problem I'm automatically seeing with this is that he is just trying to do a Jason Statham impression. He is just trying to be Jason Statham. And Jason Statham is Jason Statham. You should not try to imitate Jason Statham unless you know you're, doing an impression of Jason Statham, in which case it's perfectly acceptable to be Jason Statham then. I mean, if it was Jason Statham, then, in this role again, then it'd probably be, more entertaining movie, I think. Or if the guy was just not trying to do a Jason Statham impression. Because I never watched the Transporter, TV series either. So, I don't know for certain how good it is or how bad it is. I just know it exists. So, I don't know. I'll probably end up... Actually, seeing as I just brought it up, what is playing that week? And that way, I'm not going to be catching unless I'm doing a double feature that week. I'm not catching the Transporter. I'm catching Inside Out that week. Inside Out looks far better than Inside Out looks great. So yeah, I'm probably going to be catching that as opposed to the Transporter refueled, unless I catch them both. Because the movie we should be wrapping up on the movie actually in the next month or two. We're going to be doing a lot for April, but we'll actually be wrapping up in May, and that's coming out in July. So, actually, no, it's coming out in June, but still June. So that's all I got. I gave the Gunman a 6. It's fine. It's above average. Not by much, but it's above average. Everyone's fine in it. The action sequences are pretty good. So definitely got a few moments of you feel empathy for the pathos for these characters, but overall it could be better. It could be worse. So that's all I got. I'll bring up movie news tomorrow. If you'll notice, I didn't do a trailer reaction for the new Avengers TV spot that popped online. That's because it was less than a minute, even though it's a lot of new footage. It's less than a minute. Even with the other trailer, other Avengers trailer, the second one, that was like a minute and a half. So I had more. I at least had some more to watch and talk about and react to. First off, it's been a little while now since it came out. Our trailer reaction wouldn't do it justice. I had to go to work anyway before I could even maybe consider doing it. So I'll just add that to movie news instead. I have watched it, and I'll probably watch it again before doing movie news. But yeah, I'll have movie news up tomorrow because I got to be on set on Saturday, and because I also got stuff to do on Sunday. So yeah, my weekend's full. So thanks for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put it in the comments below. Let us know. Next week is either Get Hard or Home. I don't like Will Ferrell that much. I like Kevin Hart okay. Home, I'm not looking forward to simply because the main actor, or the main alien, is voiced by Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. So it's really going to be fucking fuck all to next week. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one. Good night.